Welcome to the Adult Paradox, where raw perspective meets real conversation. So today we have guest a commerce student in 12th standard who has walked from the path of introvert in school to matching the rhythm of academics and basketball in his college. So let's dive into his perspective, mindset change, and his lifestyle. So let's begin. So first of all, before we dive into this podcast, give a short introduction.
So, I'm Sarthak Shelke from basically India,
Yeah.
and I have been playing basketball for the past 2 3 months. Just started, but it has been a lot to me. Like it has been the main part of changing myself, right? From being an introvert to getting to path of extrovert. Now I can speak to anyone, anytime, anywhere. If I wanted to give someone a compliment, I can. And currently I'm studying commerce in 12th standard. I have basically planned everything after that. And I also have interest in philosophy, psychology, manipulation, though I don't use it, but still I do have interest in that.
Oh. So from where have you done your schooling?
I've done my schooling from St. Xavier's High School, which is in Airoli, and that school, trust me guys, it's not the way you expect it to be. Okay. It might be a like English medium school, but nobody speaks English, which is common in every school. And I didn't get many opportunities for sports in that school. Like everything was on autopilot basically. I used to just pass the standard and go to another one. So yeah, that is the school I have been.
Should I start with?
Yeah.
Okay, so how far is the 12th standard? Is anything burden or just it's flow?
Maths.
What burden?
Because it is a great burden. Like I know if I practice it daily or two, three sums or maybe 1 2 practice sets, I can get better at it. I just can't seem to do. And so far the 12th has been good. Like it's not the way people say it to be. People say that 12th boards, it is hard and all, but I don't think so. Because it's just an exam. It's nothing much more than that. Like if you fail exam, you can give another one. You're not gonna die, right? So far 12th has been pretty chill, calm up until now. I don't know when the exams will hit and
Okay, so as you have been actively participating in basketball, so what made your interest in it?
actually I had interest in basketball from 11th standard and I just wanted to try, right, to play basketball and all. And if I were to be real honest, the first time I went to play basketball, it was a PE lecture, and I saw someone playing there. And that person who was playing there played it so well that I just admired that player up until now, that how good that person is playing. And so it piqued my interest that what if I started playing, how would I do in this, basketball sports. And I actually liked it from 11th standard, so I said, why not give it a chance?
Yeah, that's a kind of rare because most of the people get influenced by what they see on TV or other big sportsmen.
No, I'm telling you, social media has like corrupted everything like sports, finance, banking, life. It has like, it's a fast track for everything. You see like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kobe Bryant, they all play so good, right?
Yeah.
But you don't see the training behind that. Instagram and all these platforms show the highlights of their whole life, right? The dunks they do, the scoring they do, everything. But they don't show the how they wake up, how they train every day. Kobe Bryant wake up at 3:30 every day. He trains until 12 and then he enjoys his whole day.
In afternoon?
Yeah, in afternoon.
Oh.
So
That's
that's
smart
the thing. Instagram or all this social media have just, converts your brain into chasing cheap dopamine and fast dopamine.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
you want the results very quickly, but that's not how you get it. You have to be patient.
Okay, so looking at how you describe yourself introvert in school, do you think basketball has helped you to cope up with it?
Yes, a lot, a lot. Like basketball is, we used to play and we still play on open door, like outside of court. So there are people watching us play and all. And at the start, yeah, it was like, what if I didn't do it right? I will get embarrassed and all. But when
And
you're
what if
playing,
expectations?
huh?
What if thinking comes?
Yeah, what if thinking. and there are just too many thoughts in your mind. But when you start playing, when you actually forget about people, you don't care at all what other people think, right? When you are playing. And that has helped me to focus on one thing. If I'm playing basketball, I'm only playing basketball. I don't care about what other things. I have even fall while playing basketball, but still.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So most of the people who took commerce usually go for traditional job opportunities like CA, MBA. So what do you think you have in your head, means your career wise?
so basically, I have everything set already, and I'm just waiting for this 12th board to
Would
get
you like
over.
to share or just keep it till yourself?
I mean, I could share, but it's like jinxing yourself when you say
Yeah,
something that it doesn't
definitely.
happen. Yeah. So I think that CACS are overrated. Like there are many things you can do. You can go in banking, you can go in finance, you can like do trading. Trading is also an option.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Data
a great
analytics. There
opportunity.
are very and outside India, in foreign countries, there are many opportunities. Like you can live your whole life without worrying about any like finance, money, or thinking because there you get paid a lot for even the smallest thing like data analytics. Here the salary is 15-20,000. There you just get in dollars and pounds.
That's make a huge difference.
Yeah, because of the economy that makes
But
sense.
the investment also, we invest while
Yeah,
learning
yeah.
also large.
Actually, the investment we do now to learn something new will help you in long term, and that is for sure.
Yeah.
And that especially happens when you go to foreign country. There are more opportunities for that.
So which subject in commerce has shaped your mindset or mentality and why?
I think that economics or OCM. Like I personally like theory
Yeah.
more than maths. And I think that I grasp the knowledge or the theory very quickly, right? Because it makes sense. I don't just learn it, but I actually try to understand what is he saying in that thing. And economics helps me to shape my mentality a little bit, but because of money, power, everything that is practical in real life, because of that, it has helped me to shape my mentality a little bit.
Oh. Okay, so tell me about something about commerce or explain me about your commerce dream as if I am a 15 years old child who is looking or who is confused for choosing the stream.
Okay, see, basically, if you want to live a stressful life, take science. If you want to live a chill life, take arts. But if you want to live a balanced life, take commerce. And if I were, this was just a kidding, but if I were to be honest, if you are taking commerce, think about what you like. And if you love about studying money, about studying real politics and all, take commerce. You will love it. But if you don't like, or if you like psychology, take art. If you like, physics, chemistry, biology, take science. Depends on what you like.
Means in short, you are saying don't go under the pressure.
Like, you don't have to go under the pressure, because when you choose a stream, you have to be in there for at least like 5 years in that whole stream, and you have to learn everything of that stream. So that's why don't get forced upon by anyone, because just maybe you get too many marks, 97, 98,
Yeah.
and then you are being forced by other people that take science and all. But don't do that, because eventually you're gonna hate science if you don't like it. Right?
Same goes with arts also.
Same, every stream. If you don't like something and you're still taking it, you're gonna hate it eventually.
Okay, so what do you think? Is commerce underrated than science? How do you pursue this?
See, many people just know what others have done. Like if there is like someone CA living in your society, or maybe many people attempt for CA, right?
Yeah.
And that's why your parents, our parents, everyone just think that CA is the only option, or CS is the only option, or banking. These are the only option, but there are a lot. And commerce is underrated because many people take science just because they want to experience. You know how many dropouts are there and changing
Yeah,
their
a lot.
streams from science to commerce in between the years? That is because they don't understand how hard it is actually. Every stream is hard if you actually want to learn, right? So commerce is underrated just because science is overrated. Many people think that science opens up every path. Like if you do science, many people think that if you do science, you can even go in banking. That doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, that's a controversial statement.
Yeah,
I would
actually.
use. Okay, so next question. How do you handle a situation when you feel like society has left you or you are left behind?
See, there is this great line that everyone has a different path,
Just
right?
speak a little louder so that everyone can
Okay,
hear.
okay. Everybody has a different journey, right?
Hmm.
The end result is same. Everybody is going to die. But the way you live your life is different from others. You can't literally copy others' life and just expect it to be like them. Because your thinking is different, your mentality is different. I can't live your life. I can't wake up at 4 and study, right? So I think that if you are feeling left alone, maybe that's your journey. Maybe you are meant to be left alone because you need to discover yourself first
Oh.
before going into people again.
Hmm.
Because when you don't know yourself and you go into people, people control your life easily, right?
Hmm.
They will tell you like you're not the same. When you change, they will tell you you're not the same. But ask yourself this: are you living for them or for you? Because if you're living for them, you will change back to your old personality, right? But if you're living for yourself, you will stay where you are and accept yourself as you are.
Oh.
That's fine.
Okay, so what advice would you share to other commerce students who is pursuing or balancing between their hobbies and academics?
Okay, this is very controversial. Okay, I think that there should be a balance, but with other people's perspective, you think that academics should be more like you should focus more on academics and let the hobbies be aside for sometimes. But it is the hobbies that makes you clear when you start studying, right?
Mhm.
If I'm playing basketball for even 1 or 2 hours, after that my mind is clear, right? So I can study more. I mean, of course, I get sleepy after that, but still. So I think that hobbies and academics, maybe when the time is near for exams and boards, maybe there leave your hobbies for aside for a little bit. Play. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it or completely stop it, but just limit how you do it, right? Or how much you do it, and then focus on academics for a little while. Because after the boards and exams are done, you are back to your hobbies. No one is going to stop you, right? So for sometimes focus on academics, for others, hobbies are still there.
So in short, you are saying that we should keep hobbies that are coping mechanism to cope
Yeah,
up with
yeah.
the changes or
Yeah,
to make a
exactly.
mind fresh.
Hmm.
Okay, so heading on to the next question, what's your long-term vision? Do you see yourself leaning towards sports or academics or some other stuffs which brings connection between them?
Okay, uh, you're asking questions, so I got to reveal everything. Basically, I am thinking of going into teaching field, but after I get retired from my main job. Like I'm gonna pursue banking.
Yeah.
Basically, not sports. Sports is just like a thing to clear my mind if I'm stressing about something. But after that, I'm gonna get into banking and work for some time because I think that there should be stability. At least some of your initial years of your life when you're starting to work, there should be a stability, and after that you can pursue any career you want, unless and until there is an age restriction. But I think that my end goal will be teaching field. Maybe I will teach someone or some students in school, colleges, wherever.
So what do you think? Does commerce education make students job seekers or job creators?
Okay, this is also. I don't think that any stream, if you don't let it affect your mindset, anything or any stream or any person can change your way of thinking, right? If you are inborn, like there are natural inborn leaders, there are natural inborn like entrepreneurs, right? Who just love to take risks, and there are one who likes stability, just as me. That's why I think personally that there are like concepts of entrepreneur in OCM economics, and many teachers say that you should pursue being a businessman and all, but that hasn't changed my mindset. I still want a stable job for some time, and I just want to live my life. I don't want to take risks. I don't love risks, right? And that's why I think it doesn't change the way you think. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you will become no matter how much in pressure you are of society.
So your final verdict is that it all depends upon the student.
Yeah, it all depends upon the student.
Okay.
Actually, not the student exactly, because he is shaped by his environment and surroundings. So if he is in a surrounding of the entrepreneurs, right, the businessman, if you are a businessman and I am your only friend, that then either you can change me to become a businessman or I can change you to become a stable job seeker.
So that all
Depends on your companion,
surrounding.
Yeah.
So based on that, there is a quote by Picasso quote that every children are artists, but the real challenge is how you remain one when you grow up.
Yeah,
That
because
is
your
the-
surrounding affects.
surrounding affects yourself. So what's one sweet truth and one harsh truth that commerce has taught you?
Okay.
It's related to commerce. Now you can say to our audience or some people.
Okay, the soft truth is that many the professors, teachers tell you that to do business, right? And business is just successful, And I think that they try to make you work hard for long-term benefits. Like you're doing CA, right? So you will work hard for 5 years at least. And if you became a CA, that would be your benefit, right? But the harsh truth is that not everyone becomes it.
Yeah.
How many people do you think apply for CA?
Means for application it's too much, but when first exam clears out and rest of all people who doesn't even pass, they just quit their hope and go for some easy way.
Yeah, because people quit after one try.
Yeah.
They think that if I can't pass at this point, I wouldn't do it in the future too. So I think that it's just about who tries until last.
Yeah, that's on based on your suggestion. I also remembered a quote like, if you are going to try, go all the
Go
way.
all the way. Yeah.
Not until it hurts you, but until it changes you. The only way through is all the way through. So that keeps me motivated all the way.
There is also a quote of Kobe Bryant. It's not actually a quote, but he's a basketball player.
His wordings.
Yeah. His wordings were like he was just practicing or training, and he said that he broke his something like finger or something happened, an injury or something, and he was still playing. When he was asked about it in the interview, that why didn't you stop playing and all, you were hurting and getting hurt. So he said that, you think job's finished? No, I don't think so. Job's not finished. I will play like that.
Okay. So, what's according to you the success? Not how society predicts about it. Means society tells it.
If my personal opinion, if I were to share it, I think success is about being surrounded by the people you love. Okay? Having enough money to just go on a trip, right? And I think that success is all about finding inner peace rather than external things. Like people think that Ambani, right? Do you think he's successful?
Yeah, successful.
He's surrounded by the people he loves. He has money, right? But do you think he has peace?
No, he's in
constant stress and worry about life or what his business will do, how it will grow. So I think monks, monks, right? The one who meditates in Himalayas. I am not telling you to go to Himalayas and meditate there, but stay and accept everything as it is. Don't try to change anything. And that's when you get success, basically. When you stop expecting from someone that he will do this and he will do that, but rather you just accept it that, okay, if he won't do, fine. It's his nature, it's not your problem.
Okay, so my next question is, what's one latest theory or idea that you have listened or came across which changed your whole perspective mindset?
Wake up early. Wake up early. I have done this and I think that waking up early is so underrated. Right? People think that what will happen waking up early, right? I don't have to do anything, I can just sleep up until 8, 9, right? 8, 9 is still fine, but 10, 11, that's basically afternoon, like 11 is, what the hell bro? And I think that waking up, I'm not telling you to join the 5 a.m. club, like wake up at 5 a.m. daily, but try, at least try. 6 a.m., 7, basically wake up before the world starts running. Right? when you wake up, for me, let's say my world starts running at 9. I have to get out of home at 9. So I wake up at least 5 or 6 because from there to 9, I get my alone time. Nobody is texting me. Okay, there is no social media, and I journal and write diary about things. So that's when I get time to reflect of who I am going to be today, what is my identity, how I am going to act. That gives me time to decide, like plan my whole day. If you are waking up at 9, everything will be in rush and you will be irritated by everything. Like why isn't this thing happening? Why isn't that thing happening? So I say wake up early. It's the best thing you could do. You will never regret it. That's the thing.
So next question is kind of which will require you to think a lot about.
Okay.
So describe yourself without telling your religion, caste, language, your hobbies, your academic scores, or in short you can say without saying any society tags and all. How will you describe yourself?
So basically, you are telling me to describe myself without any external thing given by people, right? I think we are all just souls.
Oh,
And
interesting.
it's just that we have this physical body, and for a time being, we have given this physical body. If I don't think you believe in God or something, maybe universe, anything, and I think everyone has their own body, physical body, and everybody is just a soul. At one point, they are just a soul. They are just here for experiencing how it feels to live on Earth with a human body. So at the end, I think everybody is just souls, and if the period gets over on the Earth, they just go to another, planet where there is life.
Okay, so my next question is, what is life really?
What is life really? See, nobody has answer. Nobody. Like even the great Alexander, who had everything, when he died, what do you think he will be proud of?
He lived a prosperous or worthy life.
Right? He had money, he had the army of people with millions of, thousands of people. But at the time of death, when there was no cure to his illness, what do you think he like wanted to have at his side? He didn't wanted money at that time because he was dying. He knew that it's of no use. Right? He wanted his health. Life is all about, you have heard this, that health is wealth.
Yeah.
So you don't really need much money. You can live on necessities all the time. And life is not always good, not always bad. It's just about experiencing.
Then always ups and downs.
Ups and downs, yeah, of course.
But sometimes the ups goes too much ups and downs, but you should maintain it.
No, it's not about maintaining because you see, there is an example of that. Which you have seen the heart rate machine in the hospital.
Yeah.
What happens when it goes into straight line?
Person dies.
Person dies, right?
Yeah.
So there will be always ups and downs in your life, but you have to accept it that sometimes the low will be its lowest and high will be its highest. But that will never stop being in a straight line until and unless you're dead.
Yeah. That's nice perspective. So moving on to the next question, which book have you read recently?
That's a great question. Actually, I bought the book 2 months ago. It was from George Orwell, and the book's title was 1984. And at the start, I did not read that book for 2 months. It was just there sitting, and I thought to give it a chance. Maybe I was gonna exchange it, but I thought let's give it a chance. Let's read the first 2-3 pages. So I took the book and started reading. I was so confused at first. Like the 5 pages were like, what the hell is even going on? But after I completed the chapter, and I went to ChatGPT to ask the summary of it, and that's when I understand. And it's such a great book. Like, if I were to explain it in short, just think about there is no privacy. Everything is controlled by government, which is named
first of all, is it fictional or non-fictional?
It is kind of fictional. Like, it's not a real story, I think. But the author has imagined the world to be that, and it is like that.
Yeah.
The social media, it's constantly watching you. The apps in your phone and all. Because you see, the reels you like, the words you say when you are having your phone in your hand, you get the same reels. You get the same ads and all. If you like hold the phone in your hand and say that, oh, I'm just looking for some shoes, and maybe there will be the ads of shoes.
That's a great example, man.
And that actually happens. You can try it yourself, right? It's practical. And so the author explains that why it is important to not just believe everything you have said, everything the higher authorities have said, because they can change the past. If they wrote and changed every legal document to, we lost a war like this, even though they have won in the past, but if they change everything and they post it everywhere, social media, newspaper, TV channel, right? People will believe it because there is no evidence of the real thing, like they won or something. I think it's a great book, and everybody, at least if you don't have book, you should read the summary of it.
Oh. So then I think that is it for today's paradox, guys. This is our guest Sarthak Shelke, which have provided us with a huge knowledge about things. So thank you, Sarthak, for giving us time.
Welcome. And it's about just be happy, guys. There is nothing to worry about. You're gonna die eventually. I'm gonna die. He's gonna die. Everybody is gonna die. The worst case is dying. So just live your life when you have it.
Definitely. The life is a game of death. But the only thing we can do is to decide how to play.
Death is easy.
Definitely.
Death is easy. You can just hang a rope and just die. But
Jump
living
from
your
building.
life, yeah. But living your life when everything is at its lowest, when you don't have any person to talk to, when you don't have any purpose in your life, and you're still living it, that's the real bravery. Dying is just a simple escape from living your life. Don't do that.